A very warm welcome to all the students of Thakur Vidya Mandir High School and Junior College. Keeping up with our motto, let learning be a joy and teaching a pleasure. Here we are with remote teaching and learning process to bridge the gap. Happy learning, students! A warm welcome to all the students of 8th standard. So today we shall study a new prose chapter in English. So let's get started. I want you all to observe these two pictures very carefully and note down some difference that you all can see in these pictures. Firstly, you all see that these three women are filling their pots with water so that their family can have enough water. While in the second picture we see a happy boy waving his hands and going to school. We see this difference in this very first picture. We see that women are not allowed to go to school while a boy can happily go to school. Such differences was taken place during the past times, but with the help of our social reformers, we see today certain change that is happening. We see that boy and girl can happily go to school to receive education. This certain change was only possible because of various social reformers who made it possible. But during the past times, during the ancient times, medieval times, during those days, women were not allowed to receive any education. They were just meant to do their household work. And therefore, we see today a certain change, but still such change is not happening in certain areas. We see that still women are not allowed to receive education, not allowed to go for their job, and they are just meant to do their household work. But in certain areas, we see that women can choose their own occupation and also their husband, the men, helps them in their household work. We see this change happening. My dear students, we are young and it is very important to change our mindset and give respect to both these genders. Both are important. God has created everyone equal, and therefore it is very important to change our mindset, which will definitely help us to have a change in our society. So today's chapter is similar to what information I had given you all earlier. So let's begin with a new prose chapter in English. English Unit 2.2. Nature created man and woman as equals. I request everyone to open your English textbook to page number 31. So let's start. The title of our chapter is Nature created man and woman as equals. Nature means God. God has created man and woman as equals. Let's start. Page number 27. Sorry, page number 31. Let's start. The house and its surroundings are a sight of peace in the early morning of April. It nestles by the side of a small stream of crystal clear water. So it's telling us the location of the particular house, and also it's telling about the surrounding, which is a kind of peace, and it is in the month of April. And also we see that just aside their house there is a small stream of crystal clear water. So we see nestless means very close. Please take a pencil so that you all can mark and write these meanings of certain words. So beside their house they have a small stream of crystal clear water. Let's move ahead. The stream tumbles down the green mountains only 2 miles or so away. So it's telling how far is the stream and how the water falls down, or tumbles means the sudden fall, how the water falls down to these green mountains only 2 miles or so away. There is a stretch of hundreds of acres of fertile land rolling with yellow mustard flowers between the mountain range and the house. Such a beautiful location this house is located. It is also telling us that it is having good fertile land and this yellow mustard flowers between the mountain range. Okay, a garden is in front of the house, trees of many kinds bearing flowers of various hues and fruits grow on all the sides of the house. So it's telling about the different trees, and the hues means colored, you all can say a shade. Okay, a shade of different flowers, and also fruits are growing in their side of their house. The courtyard smells of jasmine, which blooms in the bunches of white pearls. So you all know the smell of the flower jasmine, and this flower is, it blooms and it is looking like white pearls. Okay, the fragrance mingles. Fragrance means smell, mingles means it mixes together with a thin smoke that rises from sweet smelling incense stick. I have shown you all the picture of an incense stick, what it actually looks like. So such kind of fragrance they are getting from their surrounding. The burning incense sticks are glowing at the altar of God in the middle of the courtyard. So often you all burn this incense sticks where you all get this beautiful flower smell, and these sticks are always near the altar of our God. And similarly in their house they are having this incense sticks that is giving this fragrance in the middle of their courtyard. So in the first paragraph we see how beautifully the house is located with such a beautiful surrounding with flowers, mountains, the small stream which is having water of crystal clear, so clean water we see, and also this fertile land which is having this beautiful flowers, trees and fruits, and such a beautiful fragrance we can see in this house that is located. Let's move ahead. So let's move ahead. In the first paragraph we see how beautifully it is described about the location of that particular house. So let's move ahead. Ashangbi is in her reading room and is busy writing an article. So there is a lady named Ashangbi, who is in her reading room and she is busy writing an article. She is a middle-aged mother of 3 children and a journalist and women's rights activist. So there is a mother whose name is Ashangbi, and she has these 3 little children, and she is also a journalist and women's rights activist. Activist means the people who fight for rights. So she is a journalist, okay, and she is also a woman who is fighting for the rights of the women. Let's move ahead. Lantoi, her youngest daughter, enters the room. She is an intelligent girl, so her youngest daughter's name is Lantoi, and she enters the room where her mother is busy writing an article, and the youngest girl Lantoi is described as an intelligent girl. So let's move ahead. Today she looks thoughtful and she takes a seat by her mother's side. So her mother observes that she is a little bit thoughtful today, and this little girl takes a seat by her mother's side. At the sight of a child, Ashangbi lovingly asks, "Have you finished your study, my dear?" "Yes, mother, I finished it last night." So a mother asks her daughter whether she has completed her studies, and she happily replies that, "Yes, mother, I finished it last night. Today being Sunday, I want to do something interesting," Lantoi says, and waits for her mother's response. So she tells her mother that since today is Sunday, I want to do something interesting, and she is waiting for her mother's response. "Tell me what you want to do," Asangbi asks her, quite amused. So in funny way, in that amused means you all can say in this happy mood, she asks her child, "Yes, my dear, what you want to tell me? What you want to do today?" "Mother, tomorrow I am going to represent the Siroi Lily House as a speaker in a symposium at our school." Symposium means a meeting or a debate or a discussion on a particular subject, on a particular topic. So she's telling her mother that tomorrow she's going to represent the Siroi Lily House as a speaker. Okay, and let's see what the debate is all about. The topic is God created men and women as equals. So the topic is so cute and so intense. Okay, she's telling her mother the topic, that is God created men and women as equal. This little girl asks her mother, "Will you spare some time to have a discussion with me?" So this little girl is telling her mother, "Can you spare, means can you have this little time for me so that we can discuss on the topic?" Lantoi presses on her mother. Presses means she's trying to convince her mother that, "Mother, can you have little bit time for me so that we can have a good talk, good discussion on the topic that I'm going to deliver tomorrow." Let's see whether her mother helps her. Okay, so let's move ahead. Lantoi has just had a discussion with her father on the topic. So before she came to her mom, she already had a small chat with her father on the topic. Tumba, her father, is a husband, supportive of the activist of his wife, and a loving father. So the father is described as very supportive and who loves his wife a lot. And the character name of this father is Tumba. He is a lawyer and a social worker who advocates the cause of women. So her father is a lawyer and also a social worker who works for the woman. He's always proud of his wife, the two daughters, and the son. So, this father is very proud of his wife and also his daughters and son. In times of need, he extends his helping hand to his wife and the children and to the society at large. So we see that their father is very supportive. Their father helps his wife and also his children and also the society at large. He does not discriminate between man's work and a woman's work anywhere. So we see that this father, since he's a lawyer, since he's working for a social cause, he never discriminates between man and woman. He shares equally with his wife in doing the household chores like cleaning, washing, cooking, and feeding the children. So this man also helps his wife in the household chores like cleaning, washing, cooking, and feeding the children. Let's move ahead. Had he not shared in these activities in the way he does, his wife would not have been a successful professional. He wholeheartedly believes in equality irrespective of their class, religion, and gender. So we see that her husband is very helpful, and also we see that he also helps in the household work, and he's very, you all can say, her husband respects her a lot and also helps her, and he wholeheartedly believes in equality. He believes in giving equality to anyone belonging to any class, religion, and gender. Discriminate over here means often we discriminate between a man and woman, and therefore he doesn't discriminate. He treats everyone equally. Okay. Okay, let's move ahead. Previously, we got to know about this beautiful location that the house is located, and about this sweet family who is helping each other during their tough times, during their hard times. We see her mother is a journalist and her father is a lawyer, and they are having a happy family who helps each other. The father helps their mother in their household work, and we see that this type of family is very necessary. And this little girl Lanto is having a talk tomorrow, and the topic is God created men and women equally, and therefore she is having a good talk discussion with her parents. So before coming to her mom, she had already been with her father, and her father is described as he is a lawyer and who is very proud of his mother, and he also helps his mother, also helps his wife, sorry, not mother. So this little girl is now ready to hear it from her mother, what mother is having views about this topic. So let's move ahead. In his discussion with his daughter, he laments over the great injustice done on women in the society, telling her, "My dear child, the world is full of inequality." So, when the little girl is having a discussion with her father, the father tells her that lamentates means express a grief and sorrow. Okay, so her father, in very this sad tone, is telling that not all women are getting such respect from the society, and she is telling, her father is telling her that, "My dear child, this world is full of inequalities. We have to find a way to bring equality between men and women." So her father is telling it is very necessary to bring equality. Her father's words are still ringing in her ears of Lantoi. So she tells her mother that these words that father just told me is running in my ears, and she tells her mother of what her father has told her. So this little girl is telling her mother whatever her father had a great discussion, and she's telling what exactly her father was telling her. Appreciative of her husband for his views, Ashangbi says, your father is right. In no society do women enjoy the same opportunities enjoyed by men. It is because of our father that I feel no difference or inequality at home. So the mother says, your father is right. Not in every society we see that women can enjoy opportunities enjoyed by men. So whatever opportunities women men are enjoying, women are not allowed to enjoy. Women are not given equal education, they're not allowed to work as men are allowed. So she is telling that today I can work only because of your father who believes in me, who trusts me, and who doesn't feel difference. And therefore she feels that because of her husband, whatever she is today is because of her husband. But outside our home, I have seen that women have been subjugated in many ways. Subjugated means dominated or controlled. Okay, so she is telling that outside the house she has seen that women are controlled in many ways. It is against the will of God. So the mother is telling that it is against the will of God. God has created us equally. God has never created differences in us. So she's telling her mother, she's telling her child that God was never against it was never against the will of God. God has sent men and women to our earth to share the joy and sorrow of life equally, to share his blessings and to enjoy the bounty of nature equally. This is what your topic means. So her mother is telling that God has created us equally. God has sent it both to share the joy and sorrow of life. It is a blessing, and to enjoy the nature that God has given. So that is what the topic which you are going to deliver today. So her mother is helping her in this very kind and graceful manner, and this little girl Lantoi is listening to all the discussions that a father is giving, her mother is giving, and she is taking the useful information so that she can deliver a good debate or a speech tomorrow. So we'll continue the second half in the next chapter. Let's see what more this topic wants to tell us. Also, it is telling us about to treat everyone equally, and also we see that this beautiful family is having a great time spending with each other, such a pleasing environment, such a caring and respectful family. We need students in our family also. We need to treat both the genders equally because it is very important so that we can live a good and happy life. I hope you all understood the first half of this chapter. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.